Hi lovelies, welcome back to this channel. If you're new here, my name is Belinda's channel. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Don't forget to please subscribe to this channel, turn on notifications so that anytime I upload a video, you will be the first person to be notified. And to my returning subscribers, thank you so much for all the love and support. To those people that share my videos and leave commentaries and also educate you guys are the real MVP. Thank you so much for all the love and support. So guys, I came across this video on my For You page on TikTok, and I thought to share with you guys where this punk-colored woman is. She's all surprising to actually realize that a lot of punk-colored people are not actually friends with, dark people. Like the percentages are about 75%, and this actually got her. Oh my god. Guys, I'm just gonna roll the clip as well as some of the stitches I was able to put together. Please leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. Alright lovelies, let's dive into it.
I'm doing this article review for one of my classes that I'm in that I definitely started before week 7. Dr. Becker, if you're seeing this, and I definitely will have it in by 11:59 tomorrow night. Please don't worry about that. But anyways, I'm doing this article review for one of the classes I'm in for forensic psychology, and I'm reading an article about how it's important to select anti-racist people to be on juries rather than just people that say that they're not racist, or just like explicitly racist people, of course, don't get selected. But like this article talks about the importance of not selecting implicitly racist people or non-active, non-racist people, but actually seeking out anti-racist people. Anyways, that's another video. The statistic in this article that really came out and just shocked me says 75% of white people have no friends of color at all. And like off top, that's crazy to me. But I have to think back to 10 years ago, maybe 15 years ago, when I wasn't as, I don't even know what the word is, anti-racist as I am now, I guess. And I hadn't done all the deconstruction, and I hadn't done all the learning, and I hadn't become the person that I am today and put in the work. And I truly didn't have any friends of color until I was 17. But to think in 2024, after all the information that's out there, and there's so many spaces are available for white people to sit and observe, which is something they're not good at. But there's so many spaces available for white people to just sit and observe black people. This article is specifically about black people, so that's what I'm going to focus on. To sit and observe black culture, black people, just all around how they are, how they act, their mannerisms, the stuff that's important to them, their family dynamics, all sorts of things. You can sit on this app in particular and just get yourself on Black TikTok and learn about the things that are important to the black community for free. You can just sit there. You don't even have to let anyone know you're there, and you can just learn. So it's crazy to me to be reading this article in 2024. This article was published in 2022 about how 75% of white people don't have a single friend of color at all. And this article specifically states that the friend cannot just be like, it has to be a friend that you actually would call on in a time of crisis, or like a friend that you would call for advice, is what it says. It cannot just be someone that you know that happens to be POC, or even a dating partner, which that's a whole nother video we can get into if we ever want to get into that, because I've been through the whole, well, not through the whole journey, I'm on the whole journey, but I have been through the very extreme racism to very anti-racist, working towards, always deconstructing that. So I understand what it's like to be a white person in a relationship with a black person and still be racist. Like it's insane. Anyways, this is just a staggering statistic to me, and I felt like more people need to hear about it, because all in all, this was named one of the biggest indicators of someone who cannot serve on a jury. If you are a white person and you have not one single person of color in your immediate, very close friend group, you likely need to be dismissed from a jury. And 75% of white people don't have that. And most juries are made up of white people, unproportionately. And the whole thing is just like, one more stone in the wall and the bricks of the inequality of the criminal justice system against black people. But I just thought I'd get on here and share that, because this is crazy to me. This is, in 2024, this is just absolutely mind-boggling to me. I don't have a lot of white friends though, which I get why no one else wants to be friends with white people except for white people. But if y'all did the work, it would be a lot easier for people to like you. Anyways, that's all I gotta say. Thank you.
This statistic makes me think of a conversation I had with my adoptive mother. We had a conversation, and I asked her why we didn't go to a black church when I was growing up. And her answer to me was that it was just not important. Church was important, don't get me wrong. We went to church every Sunday. But going to a black church, making sure that I had people who looked like me in my life and around me, was not important. My family did not have friends of color. Not close ones at all. So when we think about this statistic, I want us to think about it also in terms of adoption. White parents who adopt children of color, and in America, let's talk specifically about Black children. White parents who adopt Black children and do not have Black friends, do not go to Black churches, do not go to anywhere where there is Blackness involved, are a harm to those children. And what this statistic tells me is that by and large, most adoptive families do not actually have friends of color. They don't actually have Black friends or people who can be cultural or ethnic mirrors for their adopted children. This is one of the biggest things that I talk about on my platform, is the need for Black children or any child of color adopted into a white family to have cultural and ethnic mirrors. That it is imperative that white parents take the time, take the effort, and do the work to not only be anti-racist, but to make sure that these children have people around them that look like them. Because when we are raised in environments where we are the only person of color, there is no one who protects us. Because let's be honest, white parents just simply do not understand what it is like to be a child of color in America. What it is like to be Black in America, to be a young Black girl growing up surrounded all by white friends. People that you thought you could trust turn out to be racist. People that you thought you could trust see you as a token. This is a statistic we really need to keep in mind when we talk about this, because the reality is that all over adoptee TikTok, you're going to see people talking about it like all adoptees need is love. And that is the furthest thing from the truth.
Oh, do I have some tea about this one? Okay. So I went to Northwestern for business school. It is the top 2 business school in the country. We was doing some things, and naturally there are a lot of white people. There are people from all different cultures. It's like half international. And I made friends with people of all diverse backgrounds. I made friends with lots of white people who I still talk to today. And I made a friend with this one white guy. His name is Michael. So we were pretty close first year. Then we kind of like stopped talking. And then, you know, we had graduated 3 years ago, and we didn't talk for like 3 years. And then it's 2 o'clock in the morning one day. So I'm like fast asleep. And I get this phone call from Michael at 2 in the morning, and usually I don't wake up to phone calls, but I guess my phone was on. I picked up, and I thought it was like an emergency, because who's calling you at 2 in the morning? So he calls me, and he's like, hi Jet, how are you? And I'm like, I'm good. Like, is everything okay? He's like, we're friends, right? And I'm like, I guess, I don't know. We haven't spoken in a long time. And then in the background, you can hear these people screaming, and they're like, oh, see, I told you you don't have Black friends. Are you joking me? He's like, I do have Black friends. See, I just called one. Y'all, I legit just hung up the phone, because I was like, this is wild. And now I'm like very cautious when people, you know, call me a friend. Sometimes I'm like, is this actually like true? Like, but yeah, so this statistic like does not surprise me. And a lot of times when you are the Black friend, you are the token Black friend.
I want this to be so shocking to me because I come from such a diverse background, both family and friends. Grew up with, you know, one best friend was Filipino, one best friend was Jamaican, one best friend was Guyanese, other best friend is Italian, other best friend's also Italian, but she lives in South Korea. So she's been there for so long, she's damn near South Korean now. Like, in undergrad, like there was a Pakistani girl, there was a girl who was Black and white, there was a girl who was Russian, there was a Nigerian girl, there was a Puerto Rican girl, there was 2 Dominican girls, but one from the East Coast and one from the West Coast. Very big difference. Like, we were just up each other's butts, and we were just assimilating to each other's culture, right? Like, dating was never a thing. Like, we just dated, like, whoever, you know, because we went to private school, so it wasn't a situation in which you were around people who were from your area. You were just in this, again, smorgasbord of, I remember, oh my God, I'm just thinking about, like, high school. There was, like, the sisters who were the Dominican sisters. It was I think 3 of them. There was a group of Irish kids, was 6 of them. There was a group of the Nigerian girls. There was 3 of them. Like, it was just normal to just be around different types of people. But this statistic, the reason why it's not shocking and makes sense is because when I grew up and I went into the workforce and I meet people and they make comments about my personality or my authenticity, it's because I can't, it doesn't click for me, right? I'm like, I'm a normal ass person with a normal ass personality, and this is how I speak, and these are the people that I know, and these are the things that I know, and these are the experiences that I have. And because I know so many other girls like myself or women like myself who are, I don't know, who have the same, either same goals that I do or further surpass anything I'm ever going to do, because I'm not going to medical school. I don't know about law school yet, but I meet these people and they're highly impressed with me, but not in a way that is because I am impressive. In a way that feels like it's impressive that I've surpassed some bar that they have in their mind. And so I'm always like, what Black people do you know? You know what I mean? Like, I literally had a recent, I don't know what to call it, but it was a comment that was made to me that I've sat on, and my husband and I have like, we've just been like percolating about it because we're just trying to understand, did they mean, find your cadence in the way that you work? Or if they mean find your like personality, meaning I don't know who I am. I am middle-aged, okay? I know exactly who I am. And there are days that I am bubbly and excited because I've had a good day and I've had sleep, you know what I mean? And there are days when I can't get my English together because I've been speaking in another language all day to my parents who are here. And so I need a moment to kind of like switch, right? That code switching. But like, that doesn't necessarily mean that this is not my personality or that I'm pretending. So it was a very strange comment made to me, and I didn't get it, but now I'm wondering if it has anything to do with this, right? Like, the idea of what you think I should be versus what I am. But 75% is astronomically high. Astronomically high. I don't know. I mean, and again, if you watch the creator's video, she talks about not like knowing a Black person or a person of color, but I mean, somebody that you would pick up the phone and call and rely on. I know a lot of people here in where I live that have that, a lot of all ages. So that explains a lot. That explains a lot.
I was literally just thinking about this because I grew up in a small town. It's not so small now, but it was back then. The population was like 15,000 and 5 Black folks. I was related to all of them. And it always puzzles me because I was like their only Black friend, right? There was maybe like I said, 5. So typically I was the only Black friend. And I always thought about that. It's like, because I got a lot of white friends, but a lot of my white friends don't have a lot of Black friends. And that always bothered me. And then we got older, and around 2015, I realized a lot of those friends that I had weren't really friends. And it showed that I was their only Black friend, 100%. 100%. Funny thing is being their only Black friend, you'd think they would listen to me. Nope. They would rather listen to somebody like Candace Owens, because she makes them feel safe and comfortable and not ashamed of, things that people that look like them have done. Funny thing is, they'll come up with an excuse why they don't have that many Black friends. Well, there's just not a lot where I live. Yet they don't want to understand the concept of redlining. And I said it like that. They don't want to understand the concept of redlining. But they will use the excuse of not a lot of Black people live around where I'm at as their excuse for not having Black friends. So living in an area like this, you're forced to conform. You have to dress the part and look the part, talk the part and shit like that. Which then leads them to mock you as the whitest Black guy they know, because then you don't fit the stereotype of what they see on BET. You don't fit that depiction. So then they mock you, right? And when you go to talk to them about things that affect your life just because you are Black, they respond with, "You're the whitest Black guy I know." Yeah, because you know a lot of Black people. So 75% actually seems kind of low for me. I'll be completely fucking honest. Like, just throwing it out there, 75%. I feel like they're giving folks a lot of grace with that one. And a lot of folks are lying. I don't think like work acquaintances count. So anyway, have a good day.
Did you do extra research on top of the article, or did you read something in an article and you just assume it was true based on your preconceived notions? I anxiously await your answer.
Majority of adopted parents are white. So how do you think that goes when the first black or brown person that they are close to in their life is their child that they adopted? How are they supposed to properly parent and support their child if they've had no real relationships with people of color?
Don't say. I'm so surprised.
3 at my birthday party. I'm one of the 25. I'm one of the 25%. I'm not racist. And I invited more. They just couldn't come. So it was. I invited more than 3, but only 3 did come. So hashtag ally.
And my question is, if 72% of, pan-colored people have no black people as friends at all, where are the pan-colored people that always, they always claim to have black friends? Especially when they make some kind of comment, or when they're in a kind of racial arguments or racial discussions and all of that, they tend to tell you that I am not racist. I am not racist. Why would you say that I'm racist? Meanwhile, after claiming the fact that they are not racist, they will go ahead and tell you that they have a lot of, black people as friends, or, as acquaintances and all of that. And now, my question is that if it is only 75%, if it is 75% that does not have these friends, where are those people that always claim to have friends? Anytime you call them out for being, racially ignorant and all of that, where are they? And I'm not even surprised, because most of all these people, oh my god, they can discriminate. And when you actually want to they tend to tell you that, oh, I have black friends, so you shouldn't call me racist because I have black friends. You having black friends doesn't mean that you are not, because you might think that, okay, I have black friends, so even if I use some kind of racial whatever, that doesn't make me a racist because I have black friends. Or some people will even go as far as trying to get into relationship with black people in order for them to have the ability to use some words that they were not taught to use. And if you ask, they'll tell you, okay, I am in a relationship with a black person, so I can actually do this, I can say these words, I can do that, I can do that. The thing is that pan-colored people, if you're just saying a hi with a black person, or maybe a random black person that you often meet, you just bump into each other and decide to hello, hi, and all of that, that doesn't make you a friend to that person. That doesn't make you a friend to that black person. There's a sister that I stitched her video when she was like, before you can be my buddy, or before you can be my friend or something, if I don't invite you into my house, or I don't invite you to the cookout or something, and you still call yourself my friend, you are not my friend as a pan-colored person. Because black people are very sensitive people. They actually trust people that they allow into their life because of the way at which they've been disappointed over and over again. Because sometimes when you as a black person decided that, okay, I just want to make friends, or maybe I want to make friends with this pan-colored person or something, and you find out that at the end of the day, this person that you think that, okay, you trust, you are friends with and all of that, might actually disappoint you. This person might disappoint you This person might not even be there for you when you needed her the most. This person, you think that, okay, she understands everything about me, might end up, disappointing you. So that is why it's as if black people are not that too open, because when they do, they tend to be disappointed at the end of the day, and making it very impossible and difficult for black people to actually, relate with these people that claims that they have black friends. And most of them, they'll tell you that they have, black friends, but meanwhile, the kind of friends that they have is just a hi and hello, kind of friend. You have a black friends, but you find every opportunity, every means to bring out the level of rare and cis you have inside of you. That doesn't make you a friend to a black person. So she actually finding out that 75% of white people do not have black friends. It's not something surprising to me. It might be surprising to her, maybe as an activist or as an anti-racist woman. It might be surprising to her. But sometimes even people like her still make me to still question, because I have seen so many scenarios when most of all these anti-racist punk women comes out. So like, okay, we are in solidarity with black people, we're here to support you and your cause and all of that. And when the time comes for the real support or for the real solidarity, they often pull themselves out. They often, pull themselves out. And when all of the wherever has gone down, they will still come up for all of the, I am standing for you, I am advocating for you. These are not the kind of friends that black people need. Black people need friends that will be there for them, both in thick and in thin, both in good times and in bad times. They don't need a kind of friend that when it's actually time for them to actually support these people, they withdraw back. That is why it's as if they don't have most of the friends, because they only have a surface kind of friend. So that is what I see on this. Anyways, lovelies, why not just leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. And do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying, harassment, or whatsoever. We're just here for educational purposes. So please, why not share this video, subscribe to this channel if you're yet to do that, and I will see you lovelies when I upload the next one.